All right, fellas, let's get into it. So today I wanted to talk about exactly why action changes everything. All right, action. Now I did a live about this. I appreciate y'all all tuning into the live videos, by the way. But I made a live about this, but it's super true, man. Because let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Like a lot of you guys, let's just keep it a buck. A lot of you guys only care about the dating and the body game shit. So let me knock that out real quick. So as far as action, right? When you do what you need to do, when you're leveling up in all aspects of your life, because remember, progressive overload, as far as like in the gym, you want to do that with nutrition, getting better at nutrition over time. You want to do that with your career, right? Getting better jobs over time. You want to do that in all aspects of your life. You know, your social awareness, social game. You know, you want to make better friends over time. Like that's a version of progressive overload. Quality, higher quality friends over time. That's a version of it. You see what I'm saying? So as you're improving in all aspects of your life, right? As you're progressively overloading all aspects of your life, options just open, right? Options open now. When you take action, that's where the fuck abundance comes from. All right, like a lot of you guys are looking for abundance, or you're trying to like find some kind of hack for abundance or some shit, and in reality, true abundance literally just comes from action. And let me tell you exactly why. So obviously, just imagine this. Imagine you're on imagine you're on Bumble, right? And you got like two chicks texting you back and forth, right? That's it, right? You've been on there for like 2 weeks, and there's only two chicks that match with you, right? And they both hit you first. Since you only have two chicks, right? You're gonna do your best to not mess up the conversation. You're gonna overthink everything, right? And you're probably gonna come off as needy. Like that's just because of the situation. All right, let's keep it a buck. Versus if you were to, go on Bumble. Like this happened to me. This is what I'm talking about. Go on Bumble when you got like fucking, you got 30 matches and you got like 40 conversations going. You don't give a fuck what happens, right? You really don't give a fuck what happens. Because if one person says one thing you don't like, you're like, yeah, I don't really like what they said. You see what I'm saying? Like you start to have that. You start to raise your standards, obviously, naturally, because you can, right? We do what we can in this life, all right? We do what we can. So everybody, if you got a chick, she looks pretty decent. You're like, she's pretty decent. She's kind of, she's a 5 out of 10, but she's cool. If you can get an 8 out of 10, that's cool, right? And it has the same traits as her. You would do it. You see what I'm saying? We do what we can in this life, period. But that action, as far as like dating options, because when you take action, guess what happens with your physique? It gets on point. Your own body game. That's gonna open up your optionality in real life too. Like if you dealing with if you got like 5 chicks at the gym that are interested in you, 2 chicks at work that are interested in you. Once again, only reason I'm saying this because this happened to me. You got 5 chicks at the gym that are interested in you, 2 chicks at work that are interested in you. You got 50 chicks hitting you up on Instagram, and then you got 20 chicks hitting you up on TikTok. TikTok DMs are crazy, but anyways, you got 20 chicks hitting you up on TikTok, and then you got this chick trying to meet up with you on Facebook and shit like that. You're going to be picky, right? Because you have the optionality. Versus if you have one chick, you'll be like, well, I guess I'll take it. That's how it'll be with one chick, because that's all you have. But when you have all those other options, you start to just move different, right? And you move in a different energy. You start to take risks. People might see it as risks, or like, wow, this dude doesn't give a fuck. But it's just like you have the options, right? You do what you can. Like you do what you're able to do. So it's like if a chick says some shit you don't like, you're like, eh. Like for me, when y'all are in the comments and stuff, you're like, yo, I'm on body game and shit, and like I'm doing good, but I went on 2 dates and I don't know if this chick likes me because she did this. Like, what do I do to keep her, or how do I get my ex back? That's some fucking scarcity bullshit, bro. There's more bitches out there, bro. Like I remember when I was in my old relationship or whatever, I was like, dang, bro. Like once we broke up, I was like, dang, bro. But once we broke up, bro, I did not know. Like it just blew my mind because the quality of chicks was just insane. It was high as fuck, right? Immediately, the quality of chicks was high as fuck. A lot of you guys never really worked on yourself enough and actually, explored options to know exactly what you're capable of, and that'll change it. That'll change your whole fucking mindset, and you literally won't have scarcity, right? For example, me, if a chick says one thing I don't like, I'm literally, promise to God, it happens all the time. She says one thing I don't like, I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna vibe. Literally just remove her from my following on Instagram. You can remove followers. Do that shit. I do that shit like every fucking day. Like if a chick says some shit I don't like, remove her from following on Instagram. Some basic ass shit. But a lot of you guys are like, oh, she said something I don't like, but let me still try to force her on a date. It's like if the interest in there, if there's a one word answer once, I'm out. And like I told you guys, just because you're on this body game and shit doesn't mean every chick's gonna like you. It's not gonna happen. It's not. There's gonna be a lot of chicks that don't like you. But you gotta remember, And what most of you guys don't remember is there's 4 billion girls on earth, bro. Yeah, I know some of them are married, but married girls fuck too, bro. Married every day, married girls in my DMs. Married girls cheat every fucking day. So yeah, but I'm not telling you guys to don't fuck with that situation. It's horrible, right? But anyways, like, yeah, like once you take action, and you're actually on body game because you took action, you're gonna be abundant, bro. It's gonna be different. Things will change like crazy. It's gonna be way different. You're not gonna be in this, scarcity mindset that I see way too many people in. Saying stuff like, "How do I keep her?" I don't give a fuck about keeping nobody, bro. That's too much energy. All right. So, like I said, a lot of you guys' problems. That's where it stems from, and a lot of you guys will say stuff like, by the way, when you take more action, you will start to realize as well that you cannot control what other people do. And that's what a lot of you guys try to do. You're like, yo, how do I make sure that my girl does this and this and that? But she was like you'll say some shit like, yo, how do I make my girl, work out, blah, 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 blah. Now, the best chance you're going to have to make your girl work out is if you're doing it yourself and you actually get lean. The issue is you're still fat as shit, number one. Number two, when you met her, she wasn't working out. You see what I'm saying? So, like, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen in that situation. The best chances for you to get in shape, and she sees your progress and then she might copy you. All right, but stop trying to control other people without controlling yourself. That's another thing. All right, but everything most of you guys want, everything most of you guys desire, is on the other side of doing shit. Like, nobody. The most frustrating thing, I think, is when people read books and they don't fucking apply it. I think that's the craziest shit of all time. If you were to read 50 pages of Think and Grow Rich and apply it to your life, you would be ahead of 99% of people. But guess what? People will read that book and 30 other books, right? And they won't do any of the shit. It's crazy to me. It's literally crazy. So everything you want, whatever aspect of life it is, it's on the other side of action, because action leads to experience. And when you get experience, you start to look like a master. Like, if you see me go through the gym as a beginner versus going through the gym now, it's like right now I'm so efficient, workouts planned out. When I look at my phone, it's to change the song. I'm changing the song from unreleased Ken Carson to unreleased Yeet, or some unreleased Cardi or some shit, or some Glock 40, best of Glock 40 spaz or something. Or I'm looking at the workout to make sure, let me replace, the leg press with the squats today. Oh, squats are taken, let me do Smith machine squats. Oh, there's a hack squat, let me put that in there. Like, I'm switching out the workouts for small things like that. That's the only time I'm looking at my phone, because I'm in and out. I'm efficient with that shit. And a lot of you guys want, even with physiques, right? The reason, like, good physiques are like, are revered and people really respect it and shit like that is because they know it took time and time again of being consistent. It took a lot of failure, and they know that when it's raining outside, you still gonna show up. They know that if there's a hurricane, you gonna figure your way around it. You might decrease your calories to make up for the the lost activity, but they know you're dedicated and you have intention, and everyone respects intention. Period. It's that simple. Anyways, that's the video, man. If you're watching this video, stop not taking action and actually take some fucking action. All right.